I've been followed home. I always have something in my house, my poor animals. And, you know, you kind of want to leave the activity at the door, so to speak. You have to be able to function. You can't live in this 24/7. That's no harmonious way to live. Being followed home means that activity after you visit a certain location starts to increase in your own home. Your animals start to do very strange things. They play with invisible things in the middle of the floor. They chase, they bark, they growl. Windows are open, TVs go on, music boxes start to play at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's not fun so much, but I'm constantly retaking back my own house. So, but you know, if you think about it in a different respect, if these are intelligent hauntings, which means these are spirits with an intelligence. It's not a residual haunting, it's not a memory, such as a battleground or something like that. If these are intelligent hauntings and they know that you have the ability to see them or hear them, and they have something to say, they will follow you home because you are their link. You have to reclaim your space. You have personal power over the space that you reside in. And it's, you know, everybody has personal space. Well, wherever you live, that is your personal space. So if you get followed home or something is bothering you or you think you're uncomfortable in your own home, you have to reclaim your space. They are intelligent beings. They were human at one time. The same rules apply. They need to leave. They need to go. The actual measures that I take, I'll never admit. I'll never tell anybody what I have to do. You know, but spirits are like transients. There was a time, you know, it's very strange. When I walk into a building, I don't think about it all the time. It's not on my mind. My beacon is not going off 24/7. I will be in a facility and I will be given a tour and something will hit me, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And it won't be until that moment that I'll know something is around. And most of the time it weirds me out. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I am a huge chicken. Huge chicken. But I'm not going into a facility by myself. And I tell my people, my group, the meetup group, there are 3 or 4 girls, 3 or 4 women that I investigate with on a regular basis. And I am like the canary in the coal mine. They watch me. If I don't go into a certain area, that's where they want to go. Because they know that I don't want to have any interaction. They think it's exciting. They think they're being brave. Good luck with that. You know, if I'm not going in there, yeah, there's a reason I don't want to go in there. You know what? God love those people, because there has to be someone that says, no, I don't believe you. I think you're full. I actually did a lecture at a senior citizens home, and there were about 30 or 40 people in the audience. And one woman, God love her, she stood up and she said, I think you're full of crap. And it was, I couldn't help but laugh. If we didn't have people that, if everybody believed, what a nightmare that would be. What a nightmare. Because then it would just be, hey, I saw a ghost. Hey, I got rid of a demon. Hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. Nobody knows, you know? And our number one job is to disprove and discredit every piece of evidence we get. We spend hours and hours and hours throwing out evidence that we really will not stand by. We cannot stand by. Is it real? We'll never know. But can we prove it? Nobody can really prove anything in this field. The ones that say, I think you're crazy and I don't believe anything exists, I said, it's great. And when something happens to you, come, we'll talk. There are schools of thought on the Ouija board. A Ouija board is something called a divination tool. And it is used, everybody knows what a Ouija board is. You use it to contact the dead, to have a way for the dead to speak to you. There are many different types of divinatory tools. Some use pendulums. Some people use divination rods, you know, dowsing rods they're called. It just depends on what your intent is. Look, if you open your front door and you scream out to the public, "Come on in! Come on in!" That's no different than using a Ouija board. You don't know what's coming through. Most people don't protect themselves at all. You know, it's a matter of saying a little prayer. It's a matter of clearly stating your intent. But truly, you have no control over what comes in. You're basically saying, "Hi, I want to talk to you. Come on in, anybody come on in." And you're inviting anything and everything in. And the problem with inviting people in is once the party's over, you got to tell them to go. And people don't do that. They just put away the board and they go about their business. So they basically put an all-access pass on the door. Tell them to go. Sometimes, you know, it's great. Thank you very much. We come in respect for the respectful. We're done. You're not allowed to stay. You're not allowed to follow us. You're not allowed to be here. That's it. Sometimes people believe, there is a common belief out there where if you break the Ouija board, they'll be gone, magically and mysteriously gone. But the truth is you have no control over the other realm, and all you can do is hold. We were called to a private residence the minute we walked in, to the minute we left. There was, I have literally seen a piece of equipment dematerialize in front of my face and rematerialize under couch cushions. And I've found broken glass in my pocket, and I've smelled vomit and urine, and my team has been scratched and kicked, and this all within the first hour of being in a house. When I say I've seen things that people couldn't imagine, you know, people pay good money to go to the theater and see this stuff. I've lived it, and it's really, sometimes, when it's bad, it's bad. You know, it's not all kitties and puppies and ooh, it's so exciting and it's a ghost. Sometimes it's more than a ghost. I'm not going to say how much, but you have to be prepared for all scenarios. You know, that's again, it's all about balance. You can't have good without bad. You just can't. You can't have ghosts without demons. You can't have angels without God. Everything is balance. So, and sometimes it's not just a ghost. It's just not. If you hear growling in your house, chances are that's not Casper. You see a black dog with red eyes? Oh, I don't think that's St. Michael. There are certain characteristics towards both. And usually when I go to somewhere and investigate with the team or even by myself, if it's really bad, I'll know because my sleep pattern changes and the nightmares change, and it takes weeks to come back to a normal state of function after I investigate. And either it'll get worse